This episode of Bitcoin Happy Hour is brought to you by Give Bitcoin, the best way to give the gift of Bitcoin. Visit happyhour.givebitcoin.io to start giving today.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bitcoin Happy Hour. I'm your host, Colin Harper, and today I am joined by Tommy Marchesci and Pat Riley from Bitcoin Magazine's design team. And we were going to sit down and have a little chat about their design philosophy and the kind of ethos they're trying to infuse in their illustrations for both the Bitcoin Magazine conference, Bitcoin 2020, and also Bitcoin Magazine's day-to-day articles. So welcome to the podcast, guys.
Thanks. Yeah. Happy to be here.
So we're like 3 months out from Bitcoin 2020. Oh, and also, hey, cheers, guys.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah. Welcome to Happy Hour. I always forget to do that. I always forget to cheers.
It's actually not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's some knockoff like grapefruit lime seltzer and some like Smirnoff vodka from a shooter. But anyway, so yeah, we're about 3 months out from the conference, guys. And you know, what are y'all trying to do differently this year, or like capitalize on in terms of the overall design, whether that be the layout of the conference or also just, you know, the graphic design that y'all cooked up for the last one?
What we're trying to do differently?
Yeah.
Well, we're really just trying to do it bigger and better than we did it last year. Last year was great, but I think because it was such a success, we have a little bit more runway now, hopefully a little more budget, so we can do it a little bigger, a little better, just more involved next time. So.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the work last year went into establishing this, like feeling it out, like. But this year, just some slight tweaks, right? Like I think Tommy added that skateboard graphic and that like all over pattern on the website to try to just give it that festival feel, which we had the first year, but I feel like just kind of 10x'd it this year.
Yeah, no, I definitely think the first go around there was that festival feel because you had the mural being painted, the live mural, which was a sick addition. You also had the Sound Money stage, which was fun. I do think that down the road it'd be cool if we could get a live act for one of those, because I think that would really cement that music festival vibe.
Live music.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool. I don't know if we're probably not going to have it this year, but I think that's something worth considering.
We had a couple live performances last year, kind of. I don't know if they were impromptu.
Like DJing or like actually people like playing?
Well, we played during lunch at one point. We had DJ Skrilla's Silk Road mixtape going.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
Which was like pretty raw, pretty good. Good.
Yeah, there were a couple others too, but yeah, we're definitely gonna do the rooftop again, and hopefully plan out more entertainment up there, more performances.
I think that would be really cool because the rooftop was such a good place. I mean, it was also just so beautiful. It was super sunny. It was like temperate weather. It wasn't too hot. And so it was just like a natural, I think, watering hole for people to come and just chill and discuss ideas. One thing I thought was a bummer last year was the fact that they kicked us out. Like wasn't it like right at 6? It's like, all right, you guys have to leave. Like, it would be so gnarly if we could throw a party up there after we were done.
Yeah, I think we want to extend it this time and at least get people.
Will we be able to? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. Hopefully. I mean.
And is there any way
that's what I want?
Yeah, same.
That's for sure.
And is there any way that we're actually going to be able to sell like alcohol this year, like for Bitcoin? Is that like never going to happen?
So that was a huge piece of feedback we got from the crowd last year, and something that we just didn't think of going in with the venue, but because like when you sign one of the venue, you know, they control the beverage.
But if we had a food truck, right, on the street,
you're talking about like liquor? I mean, we had
beer.
We had beer.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like for Bitcoin though, like because
pay with Bitcoin. Yeah.
That
because at the Lightning conference, it was really cool. They had like a lightning powered keg, and you could go up and you just pay an invoice, and you'd get beer automatically.
Yeah, I think the goal is to have all parts of the conference be Bitcoin friendly. So if we can, everything will be able to be purchased, or you can participate using Bitcoin. Hopefully.
I'd hope so too. I mean, are we gonna have?
That's the goal.
Is the venue gonna be in charge of drinks this year? Or we figured out a way to.
Yeah, that's
broker a
how it
contract?
works. Like that's who we'd have to go and convince to basically, as a vendor, like accept Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
So like the SVN West will have to kind of accept Bitcoin into their payment processing system that they sell beverages out of. So it'd be like
We
convincing
could
them
get
to
like the
shit.
open node guys to like set up a node for them, and then basically ensure like immediate liquidation into USD. I think they wouldn't have a problem with it. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or we could just get like a liquor sponsor or a beer sponsor and,
Right.
and buy out the whatever the deal is that we are obligated to use the venue's liquor.
Just get like Bud Light to sponsor the
I
conference.
mean, with enough money,
Maybe next bubble,
anything's possible.
for
so,
every bonus sat.
So sponsors.
Well,
You're out there.
Tommy's still trying to go after Tostitos, right?
Oh yeah,
I think
buy the dip.
That's
Tostitos, BTFD.
if they're not into Bitcoin,
good.
they need to be because
Yeah, I mean every dip is an opportunity
will
for
be.
Tostitos
They will be,
to
eventually.
market. Hit Twitter hard, hit Reddit. They're missing
I
opportunities.
mean,
Hit me up,
there's
Tostitos.
probably a lot of overlap there. I like Tostitos. Who doesn't like Tostitos?
I mean, it's like
Doesn't
the
like tortilla
it's the
chips,
default,
honestly.
but in a good way. It's
is.
the default in a good way.
So yeah, I think that the music festival vibe, kind of tying it back into that, was really there last year. I'd be interested to see what you guys do with it going forward, but I just loved the artistic element to it, and I loved how many artists we actually had there, especially presenting right by the entrance, going outside, and then you see this massive mural. I thought that was a pretty good experience. So what kind of goes into y'all's thoughts for when you approach a conference and like what you want to be on display and what kind of messages you want to convey?
I mean, for me, I have a background in like UX and UI design, and like I can't like shake that framework.
Yeah.
So like when we're sitting down and thinking about an event, to me, it's like you just jump in that same experience. Like a user hits your landing page or a user enters your app, and basically you want to like create an experience that kind of just sends them on a journey, right? Like a nice intro, greeting them friendly, taking them along a path, right? The climax, right? The main stage, and then creating like, a good flow in the venue to kind of just facilitate good conversation. It's all about just setting the right atmosphere and just putting the pieces in place and having a good time.
Yeah, and I think the venue was structured really well for that too, because you had like multiple layers. Like on the second floor, you had the booths, and you also had the really cool Lightning Arcade, which was one of my favorite things. I think being able to play playing Pac-Man with some Satoshis, and then from there you could graduate to the third level where you actually had speaking going on, and then you could go out onto the open air, the rooftop. And I think the rooftop, I know I've been talking about it a lot, but I don't think it can be overstated. Like it was one of the best features of that venue, giving people a place to go outside.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the highlight, I think, for a lot of attendees, and for me especially. I think I spent 95% of the time that when I wasn't called somewhere else, I was on the rooftop enjoying what we put together. And I don't know, have we announced? I know we haven't announced on the website, but have we announced on this podcast yet that where the event's going to be? Is it a secret?
I kind of almost said it. I don't think it's a secret. I think I saw something on our social. We were talking about it.
I said it earlier.
Yeah.
We're back at SVN West.
Yeah.
Let's
go.
By the time this podcast airs, we'll have announced
Make
it.
your arrangements. Go ahead. You can buy your flight.
And hopefully we'll be able to put a giant ass vert ramp.
Yeah, I mean, Tony Hawk's going to be there, so we're going to have to accommodate him and his buddies. They're going to be...
I think a vert ramp would be sick. I also think it would be good if we could just get like a good vert setup somewhere around some concrete and some railings and not have something too fucking big. Just so to have people like who actually want to skateboard. Because, like kids who are skateboarding in the city, that's what they're going to be used to. They're not going to be used to doing these crazy half pipes, unless they're like professional skaters or something like that.
They might have to sign a waiver or something.
Yeah, I mean, they probably would.
Who knows
legally,
if it's the big one. But
yeah, I mean, we're in talks right now with the Tony Hawk Foundation, trying to work something out. And if our audience doesn't know already, they accept Bitcoin as well, so you can go on there and donate to that cause. And
that's cool.
They build skate parks in neighborhoods all across the U.S. That's kind of like their MO. So we're looking to do some sort of promotion leading up to the event to kind of activate the Bitcoin community to be able to donate to that, because it's a super cool cause. It's check the website out at
Yeah, and if you're part of the skateboard community and you're not part of the Bitcoin community, then I don't know what you're doing.
I skateboarded when I was a kid.
Yeah. I mean,
but we all skateboarded.
all skateboarders
gone
come
pro.
to the Bitcoin.
Except for that injury. It's all right, man.
I was a tubby little kid. I could kind of do an ollie, and I was super proud of that.
I was trash.
Yeah, I was really bad.
Garbage. I can't skateboard.
I feel like in skateboarding, if you figure out how to kickflip, like, you're off to the races. Yeah, like that's like the learning plateau.
Yeah,
it's like the dragon that you'll chase until you become a pro eventually, or give up. The kickflip. Yeah, I never mastered the kickflip, so I don't even know what that's like. Well,
this may be. I was inline skating. I did that for a little bit.
Oh no shit! Seriously?
Yeah. And it's just like what I happen to have. I played hockey, so I would have the skates and stuff. But I would go there and I didn't like skate and be like, man, I wish I skateboarded.
That'd be so much cooler.
That's the same with me, man. I'd be on my skateboard, like in a skate park, and be like, "Oh man, I wish I skateboarded," because I've been seeing these dudes doing these gnarly things. It's like, I can't do that.
Oh yeah.
I grew up skiing, and so like it was interesting. I had skiing, and I also had skateboarding later on. I longboard now, but I've never snowboarded. I've heard it's harder to pick up, but easier to get really good at than skiing. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. That's like bullshit common wisdom and truisms that people will throw out all the time.
Yeah, I first time I snowboarded, my buddy took me to the top of a mountain, and he's like, "You know how to wakeboard, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Same thing," and just like took me to the top, and I'm like going up this like long ski lift, and I'm like, "What am I about to do?" And I got to the top, and I just fell down the whole mountain.
Yeah.
And by the bottom, I kind of knew how to snowboard, but like it is not the same at all.
No, fucking
crash course.
Yeah, your friend kind of hung you out to dry there, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
How do we
good friend.
How do we go from Bitcoin to snowboarding and tragic accidents?
Bitcoin is everything.
It's a train of thought, man.
So you can go from Bitcoin to anything.
You can.
Well, this is the happy hour format, right?
So, yeah, man, just bullshit. Just talk about it. So I want to pivot a little bit towards the magazine, and I kind of want to get y'all's thoughts for, annuals going forward, the last magazine. Because the art is something I think a lot of people remembered, even more so than some of the content. And I loved it. I thought it was beautiful. And I kind of want to get y'all's thoughts on what you were trying to convey. Or just not even what you were trying to convey, but just, what you wanted the magazine's illustrations to inspire people.
Yeah, I wish Nikki was here. Because she really did a lot of the magazine and kind of...
I mean, she probably did 100% of the illustrations in there, or I'd have to flip through and see if I ended up doing one or not. But
you had a few in there.
Did you guys have any oversight over what she was doing, or she just kind of like do it all herself?
Well, we sat down like about a year ago when we were doing a refresh of the website, and we're like, Nikki came on board. We had a little bit extra bandwidth to really like take the time to like nail down an art direction and a style. And we really, started by looking through all the historical issues and kind of like tapping into like what was Bitcoin Magazine all about in like the early days back when Vitalik and Mihai and others were running it. And so we like got all the old PDFs, all the old magazines, spread it out, and just like kind of tried to capture like what the look and feel and the humor and the overall aesthetic of it. And then also kind of taking that and combining it with like kind of just what's relevant in 2017 when we were looking into this, and kind of came up with this, something that allowed her to rapidly, produce an image, right? Like as you guys cranked out articles, like turnaround is super important. So it wasn't a style that could take too long. So you had to get it out.
Yeah. It's pretty a natural hand-drawn look.
That's what I love about
she's
art.
Able to crank out.
Yeah, and I like when you do them too, Tommy. Like that plus token art is probably one of my favorite art pieces that we've had in a long time. Like that was that was sick. Like every time I open that article and look at it, I was like, damn, yes.
Well, dude, pull up the one you did recently, the shitcoin monster.
I think that's
what
that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. Here, pull that up. Actually, we'll put that on the screen.
Actually, I
Just go to
saw
my
it
name on Bitcoin Magazine, and it should be like the
here.
fourth or fifth
Go
article.
to
down.
Bitcoin Magazine News Scams.
There you go.
It is
Sort by category.
There you go.
the latest scam article.
I love how
on
scams
Bitcoin
is a
Magazine.
category.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, Plus Token was a Ponzi scheme in China, and they ended up accumulating some dumb amount, like almost 1% of the Bitcoin outstanding supply from unsuspecting investors. But Tommy did this artwork for one of the updates that we did about it, about how it was affecting the Bitcoin price and was dumping on OTCs through Hobie.
Yeah, the concept being that the shit coin was eating all the green candles and causing the price to stay down.
I remember when you came to the office here, I was thinking about like a monster, like a cyclops, and I was like, that's brilliant. Like, make it be eating the candlesticks.
It kind of just happened to turn out to be a pile of shit. Like, it wasn't meant to be a shit monster, but it looks...
And it looks like
the
Plus Token
poo.
as the eye looks really fucking cool too. So what would y'all like to see in the next edition?
So, at the conference we had like Josie and Trevor do some really cool stuff with AR, and I feel like that's something that I've heard some interest around the office about diving into. Is like like Bitcoin being such a technology forward thinking.
I think people would lose it over that, and I think that like it would like cause a lot of probably social engagement. People would think that's really fun.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many apps now. I mean, like with Apple, like potentially rumored to be launching AR glasses within the next year or so, and they've released like AR kit. There's a lot of like new tools for artists and designers now to create augmented reality experiences, and I mean, it's a completely untapped. And it kind of gets a bad rap right now because you still got to like hold your phone up, and it's a little. It feels like using an early version of Oculus, but
it's a little. It can be gimmicky at times too. I feel like there's a tasteful way to do it, for sure, but definitely something.
I think doing it on a magazine like this, having like some sort of pop out would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's great for print.
Like imagine that, and you could also do like this would actually be kind of cool. You could do a page where it's like Bitcoin by the numbers and its stats. When you do the AR, like graphs come up.
Oh yeah, like the charts come up right here.
Totally. But so that's one thing I think that's really cool. There's so many things that you can do for that.
Be updated too, like down the road, as long as the the domain is still there, and that way, like a print magazine that is stuck in time from when it's printed, you can still make little updates to it if you wanted to, if you have the AR capabilities. So
that's cool.
It's an interesting
got longevity to it.
Yeah.
I know another thing that like we've been recently talking about is like really doubling down on like that magazine feel. So like you look back at like magazines like Mad, or like whatever, like and even the older versions of Bitcoin Magazine, right? There's like pages that are like puzzles, or like interact like Mad Libs and things like that. And I think that like
I think we need to just hide a seed phrase in it.
Totally.
I think we need to do something like that.
Cryptographic puzzles that get somebody to make one from the old contributors, because there's a ton of those in the old magazines, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Also getting guest contributors as far as artists, getting a few, say we have an article about something and we'll just reach out to the Bitcoin art community, see if anyone wants to be a guest artist for that article. So that Nikki
cool.
doesn't have to design every
You should
page.
design some too, man.
I will.
We get you off that conference, get you on that magazine.
Well, yeah.
No, I'm serious though. I love his graphics. I love Nikki's graphics as well, but you and Nikki together, it's just so fire. Like I
appreciate that.
It's dope, man. And that's one of the things I'm really excited about too for this next magazine is just being able to, what you guys were saying, explore it from every angle, artistically, editorially, and also with those features like some puzzles, some crosswords, all that kind of stuff embedded in it. And I think too, just getting like honing in on the right narratives. You don't have to have so many articles. You just need to have like 5, 6, 7 really good
so
ones.
Many pages, and so many words per page. So you got to make sure that
they count
the relevant stuff.
I mean, that's my favorite thing about the magazines. It's almost like we have them all up on the wall here in the office, and they're just like these historical artifacts, like these snapshots in time.
Yeah.
Right? You can't ever be relevant with it, of course, because it's like an annual issue, and print media it's just not how people get their news. But what you can do is you can encapsulate an era, right?
Yeah.
And then build this iconic image on the cover that like people look back at and they're like, oh yeah, like the Bitcoinica era,
Any cover art designs ideas?
Well,
Something with the happening.
I mean, happening is big news. Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty premature for that. I mean,
It's gonna probably be coming out.
We're gonna have to figure out what
it's gonna be
what the
coming
cover
out
story
around
is.
the happening.
I know.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't be talking about that, but like whatever.
Yeah.
So
I would say that's editorial discretion. You guys,
But
let
like,
us know what the cover is.
let's say it comes out in May, then that's the narrative right there, and then you build all the content from that, like not just about the happening, but then you go into your mining stories and you go into your market stories. I think that's one of the most interesting things about Bitcoin right now is people forget that 10 years ago dudes were literally on forums trading this stuff with each other. Now we've got Wall Street institutions putting money into it. That's wild to me.
Yeah, it's still.
Sorry, it was kind of like
It's still so young,
digression. Yeah,
right?
it is.
Like, you look at internet, right? 10 years after the internet was in its infancy form, it still wasn't anywhere near where it is now.
Broadband,
Yeah.
not even broadband. Like,
Any new technology, really.
Yeah.
You take it from the initial concept when it was like a white paper equivalent, when it was just an idea and like a proof of concept, to 10 years later, it still hasn't reached its final evolution, right? Like, it's still pretty early.
everyone's got a role to play. That's what's so exciting about being a media company in this industry, man.
It's fun.
It's like, what the fuck is media? What the fuck is Bitcoin? It's like learning in tandem, learning step by step with each other. And I think that's the other thing too, is being able to set narratives. You know what I mean? When you publish something or you talk about something or you posit an idea or kind of key in on a trend, people listen to that,
Yeah, I mean, I remember in like the early days of like Why Bitcoin, like the first magazine, right? Like, I think it was like David Bailey's one of his first issues. There was like the glossary, right? And it was like there was like when something new comes out, right? There's like 1,000 different names for something, right? And there's not really a consensus on like, this is what we're calling it, right?
Yeah.
And when you put something in print and like the due diligence that goes into that print process, right? Like, I mean, you've been through the process. It's like 3 to 4 times more eyes on it, punctuation, just talking about it. Like when you actually print it out, it kind of becomes history in some way, and it's really helpful to kind of solidify like shared terms or and it's just more permanent in a way.
It's fun to look back at those issues where we're like defining what like a ledger or distributed ledger is, and now you almost think that stuff's like common knowledge, even outside the Bitcoin the space. Like everyone knows what blockchain is now, so it's great to look back and just see how far we've come in such a short time. And obviously, we haven't gone anywhere yet. So
Crank that diesel, baby.
How many different ways can we say buy a ticket to Bitcoin 2020?
What are the tickets at? Or what are the price at?
$200.
Tickets are $200. So guys, like compare. That's still
$50 off if you pay with Bitcoin.
$50. So $150.
And there's no fees.
That's like
you don't have to pay.
That's 10 times less than fucking Consensus.
Oh, I mean,
Consensus is like $1,500 ticket.
It's chump change. It's a 2-day event.
And it's all Bitcoin. No shit coins, no blockchain. 2-day event.
You're not going to get shilled.
We're going to have music, DJs. Maybe we can get Scott Meckler.
Definitely music, definitely
DJ.
beer.
So I got something that
Tony Hawk will be there.
We just announced recently Whale Night as well. Tommy, pull up that design. Because you killed it there.
On the conference, you can go to About Whale Night, and it's our kickoff party basically for the conference the night before, inviting all the whales to have some cocktails and potentially play some poker.
Besides is there going to be some poker?
Well,
we should have a
you
raffle.
Didn't hear it here.
We should have a raffle. We should have a raffle for like some crazy like signed Bitcoin First Edition. Ooh, a Bitcoin First Edition signed by Well, we can't get Finney, but we could get Adam. We could get Adam back. We could get Nick Sabo, bunch of other people. I don't know if old cryptographers. I don't know. I'm just
get all the
spitballing.
whales to sign.
Yeah. Just get all the whales to sign here. Just do that.
oldies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Whale Night, it's for Bitcoin CEOs, the high rollers, exclusive networking event.
It's a little pricier than the conference, but consider it the VIP package. If
Do you still get the conference ticket if you purchase the whale?
do you?
The Whale Night ticket? I feel like those should be bundled.
If you purchase a Whale Night ticket, you get
I
a
think you
conference
do,
ticket.
yeah, that
included.
makes
I think
sense.
you do. I forgot where we settled on that. But,
It's like getting to go backstage during
and
concerts.
It's like it's not exclusive. You can buy a ticket to it. You don't need to be a whale. You can buy a ticket and pretend like you're a whale and show up.
If I show
Fake
up
it till you make it.
Fake it till you
Right.
make it. And, swim with the whales.
If I show
and
up
see
with
what
a
happens.
with a hardware wallet with 1 million sats, can I feel like a big boy for a night? If I go to Whale Night.
Hey,
We're
if
not
you're a
gonna-
Whale Night.
We're not gonna check how many sats you got.
Check the sats at the door.
You need.
What's something else? Yeah, Tony Hawk. That's another thing, like you said. There's obviously going to be after parties. I mean, let's not try to pretend that conferences aren't just big parties. Kind of like the meme that you just put out.
Oh yeah,
That was really good.
It's gonna be a big. I wish we could say that we were gonna have more music than we had last year. I don't know at this point. I don't think we can.
I'll teach myself how to DJ.
But
Yeah.
the goal is to crank up the festival side of things and tone down the conference a little. Well, not tone it down, but
Well, we're still
Crank
accepting
up the
submissions.
fun.
So if you go on the site, I think there's a call to action on the top of each page, and we're still building the programming out. We're still crafting what's going to go on the rooftop. I think there's going to be a user generated content stage on the first floor, right? Where if you have a podcast and you want to borrow our stage for 45 minutes and do a podcast live from Bitcoin 2020, we want to give the tools to those people to be able to do so.
kind of like what we did with the live rabbit hole recap. But
Yeah.
but that was kind of bad because people couldn't hear because it was windy. And do you remember
windy.
that?
yeah, that was on the rooftop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have plenty of places to do go live from the event. We'll have the podcast booths, a whole media room, and then the user stage. But and you can submit a Bitcoin 2020 improvement proposal from the website. So if you have any ideas, we'll love to hear them. If you want to, if you want to play at the conference, if you're a musician, go ahead and send us your link.
And also just come because it's a dope conference.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're putting it on, but it's one of the better conferences. It's a really good time.
Yeah, we're trying to be open as open as Bitcoin. Inviting all are welcome, and we're gonna try to make it a good time.
We'll probably how about the block party?
There is a capacity though. There's only
I have a block party. That's another
4,000.
Yeah, we're gonna have food trucks lined up. Some wacky inflatable balloon men just lining the streets of San Francisco.
Can we have a wacky inflatable balloon man that you can pay with lightning to inflate?
Like he's got a QR code on it, and you pay,
Yeah.
and it's like a timed
Literally
thing.
Yeah.
turning your Bitcoin.
That's
into
actually a
air.
great idea.
That would be.
We have the
be a good
technology,
idea.
guys.
Look, I'm just happy I've reached a point in life where I'm buying wacky inflatable balloon men, and I can expense it.
Right.
Like that's
And
it's
you have
been a
kids.
dream
This is a
since
good
I.
place to be.
Yeah, I want to take one home. I'm gonna put it on my roof.
I
You know,
mean,
So if whacking inflatable balloon mans
you can find
or
100
men
uses for it.
don't give you enough of an incentive to come to Bitcoin in 2020, you can spend a shitload of Bitcoin doing different things. And we've got a lot of awesome
Bitcoin
speakers. Bitcoin art.
Did we talk about the art gallery yet?
No, we didn't talk about the art gallery,
Damn.
but we're having another art gallery this year, and it's going to feature.
It's going to make the last year's art gallery.
It's
look
just gonna be, like,
a
huge.
peanut gallery.
the submissions that have been coming through are just awesome. It's really cool to see that space evolve.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have at least 20, possibly
sick.
30 artists.
Oh, dude, that's dope.
A much bigger, more dedicated space in the venue for the art gallery.
I imagine it's pretty good. I saw like Crypto Graffiti was selling some stuff last year, like some serious
I
pieces.
think some sales were made. I think I heard that people were.
Dude, if
the
it's like
artists were
Bitcoin
really
like
happy with the
2025
sales.
and like Bitcoin's just ripping and Crypto Graffiti's still putting out stuff and he's at one of our conferences, I'm totally gonna just buy everything.
His stuff is awesome. Yeah,
I love it, man. And he's such a good
Can't
guy
get enough.
too.
Oh yeah, nicest guy.
Yeah,
I felt bad because his pieces are so heavy because it's like this dense, like I don't even know what material it is. It's like resin or acrylic, but like we couldn't find a nail strong enough in the venue to
Really?
actually hold it up.
man.
Because his
Was
pieces
it
are
the,
borderline sculpture.
was it the currency one?
Cryptograffiti? Yeah,
the currency one. Yeah,
exactly.
I imagine. Yeah, it's laid in some sort of resin.
It's just like this. Yeah, it's half sculpt. It's really cool what he does, and it all like incorporates different fiat bills into it.
Yeah, one of my favorite ones is like he just like does kind of crazy like not collaging, but he went to a bank once and just stole all their pens. Like he went to like what must have been honestly dozens, if not 100 banks, and stole pens, and then he smashed them and he made a map of the United States, and then took the chain links from the pens, and then he like connected them together across the world, like a blockchain type thing. But I thought that was like just to see him like, man, that's dedication, dude. You know, cutting off like going into the bank, cutting off just like hundreds of pens.
That's art.
Dude's wild. It is art. It's partly performance art too, is what I love about his stuff. It's like he's got
Right.
his visual art, but the visual art itself is performance art in a way.
Yeah, the story behind it, the process, just as important.
Yeah,
You know.
and I'm happy that we're gonna have a lot of or more art, just because the art last year was phenomenal, and we had a good amount. We had like a dozen artists, about a dozen.
I think so. Yeah.
So now we're gonna maybe have 30 or 40, or 20 or 30.
I'd say 30 max probably.
That's
but
nuts.
Yeah, we were hoping to cap it at 21, and it we just got too many good submissions, so we're gonna be closer to 30.
Hell yeah.
Are you artificially increasing the supply of?
I am
Of
yeah.
artists.
Well,
Inflating.
We had a 21 hard cap. What happened?
I don't know.
It's just too dope.
It's all right.
I don't think it was ever implemented.
Block rewards too dope. Also got great speakers: Nick Sabo, Aaron Van Weerdum, as always.
Do you know if you're
Adam
moderating the
speaking
panel
lineup's
yet, or
great.
kind of
I don't
flesh that
know.
out sooner?
I probably will be eventually. I just don't know what the topic's going to be yet. I need to actually talk to Harrison about that, or maybe not. It'd be nice to, but I also don't really care that much about doing that. You know, like unless it was a topic that I really, really cared about. Like,
Well, you did the Venezuelan.
yeah, that one
last
actually,
year,
that
right?
one was great.
And
yeah,
you had written a bunch of articles about
Yeah.
that, so it seemed like you were
That was
right-
pretty fun.
right guy for the job. Yeah.
Yeah, I did enjoy that. And if there were anything this year that I'd want to maybe talk about, I don't know. I think this plus token thing is crazy because you just have these OTCs in China that are buying dirty Bitcoin, like very probably like some of these OTCs like charge a premium to take Bitcoin that's been stolen or tainted or something like that. So it's like, what if these OTCs are giving liquidity to the North Koreans? What if there's some
Sounds like a 4-part series by Colin Harper.
Yeah, no, I doubt it. That's don't quote me on that. That's very ill-informed opinion. But
I believe it. If you said
it could happen. There's a dark web of liquidity for Bitcoin, and I want to find it.
Go searching, man.
Bitcoin on the dark web? What? What are you talking about?
What?
Is that a thing?
No.
Mm-mm.
They use
I don't
Monero
believe it. Yeah.
or Litecoin. No, they use
Well,
Bitcoin.
or it's just Ripple.
I saw some tweet earlier about like why there aren't any dark net markets like built on Ethereum, and I was like, because why would there be? like why would you want? Could you imagine just like a dApp that was just like a dark web market like dApp, and you just have like transaction details on just like everyone or anything? I mean, you already do that. You already have that on like the Silk Road, but like the wallets would be much more difficult to trace to actual people than if you had like an actual dApp with this. Anyway, I don't know how I went off on that tangent, but
You divert.
yeah, I did. It's probably a good place to cap it off. In fact, maybe we'll edit all that last Ethereum thing before we publish. But anyway, well, Tommy, Pat, thanks so much for joining me today. This was pretty fun. I really enjoyed it. And again, like, I love what you are cooking up in design, so keep crushing it.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it. I gotta say, Yang Gang.
Oh yeah,
Yang
man.
Gang.
I am Yang Gang. I'm basically anyone but establishment gang.
Well, then
yeah.
you're Yang.
I mean, I'm probably going to vote for him in
Yang 2020
in the primary. Also, just because Biden's probably going to win Tennessee, because like every like moderate blue dog Democrat always wins the southern states.
Well, if you're a Bitcoiner and you don't know
and believe in
about
math.
Andrew Yang's policies, you owe it to yourself and everyone else to go read his book or take a little rabbit hole journey down his website, learn all you can, and vote for Yang.
Freedom dividend. Can I get it in Bitcoin?
I mean, you can turn it into Bitcoin right away.
That's what I would do.
$1,000 in Bitcoin each week.
$1,000 in Bitcoin each fucking
Just
month.
making
man.
dollar cost averaging that much easier.
Seriously. All right. Well, cheers, guys. Thanks for coming on.
Man. Thanks for
and
having us.
we'll catch y'all next week.